Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host Puborama, and in today's video we'll be talking about one of the most popular armored vehicles in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and why in the year of 2022 this vehicle should not be sitting in your garage. The main reason anybody buys an Insurgent Pickup Custom is for defensive capabilities. You're obviously not going to be shooting down Oppressor Mark IIs in this vehicle, they're going to be shooting at you though, and that's where being able to survive 26 homing missiles is amazing. However, with the Obey Ominous EGT being added into Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, I really feel like there's no reason to buy the Insurgent Pickup Custom. So let's do all the comparisons we need to. First of all, price. To fully upgrade the Obey Ominous EGT with its armor and Amani tech and slick mines, it's going to cost you around $2.4 million because the vehicle itself costs around $1.8 million to get your hands on. To first upgrade the Insurgent Pickup Custom, you need to purchase the vehicle through Pegasus. It's going to cost you $1.8 million, the same as the Obey Ominous EGT. It's then going to cost you $200,000 inside of either an MOC or an Avenger, whatever you own a vehicle workshop in, to upgrade the vehicle. So that's $2 million to then put the slick mines on it. It's an extra $100,000, and then as well, if you want to put the minigun on the vehicle, it's going to be another $100,000. So in total, you're spending about $2.2 million on upgrades with the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and as I said, about 2.4 with the Obey Ominous EGT. Honestly, not that big of a price tag difference, especially down to the fact that you need to research all of the upgrades for your Insurgent Pickup Custom in the bunker, which is absolutely painful, where the agency, you just buy the auto shop and instantly you can upgrade all of your vehicles with Amani tech that do have the opportunity. Now comes the main reason why the Obey Ominous EGT is a much better option compared to the Insurgent Pickup Custom. Sure, the Insurgent can survive 26 missiles, and the Obey Ominous only 12 homing missiles and RPGs. But you know what the huge difference is? That you can put a missile lock-on jammer on your EGT, meaning that no vehicles with homing missiles can lock onto your car. As you can see, my Sparrow has no chance of homing on the EGT, and that would be the same for an Oppressor Mark II, a Deluxo, any vehicle that carries missiles. Compare that to the Insurgent Pickup Custom, and any vehicle that has homing missiles has a very easy opportunity of just aiming right on your vehicle. This is a huge advantage for the EGT. Another really weird thing about the Insurgent Pickup Custom is that if you put the max armor upgrade on the vehicle, it completely shields the car, which you would think, would make it bulletproof. But no, you can actually shoot straight through all of the metal plating on the windows, which makes absolutely no sense, especially because it lets you have zero capabilities of shooting outside of the vehicle apart from the minigun on the top. So you're basically having no defense to have armor plating that does nothing. Kind of weird. Next up is the speed test, and the Obey Ominous is obviously a sports car, so it not only has a great acceleration because it is electric, but a decent top speed of 108 miles per hour, where the Insurgent Pickup Custom sits at a top speed of around, I would say 100. It's not slow, but when you compare how much faster the Ominous EGT finishes, yeah, it is quite a bit faster on making it to its overall location, the Insurgent finishing just now. The main goal of both of these vehicles is to get from point A to point B as fast as possible while not being blown up. If you want to pull out an offensive vehicle, you're not pulling out an Ominous EGT or an Insurgent Pickup Custom, you'll probably pull out an APC, a tank of some sort, or an Oppressor Mark II, any vehicle that has missiles or the capability of defending itself. There's no way with the minigun or the proximity mines on the Insurgent you're going to be hitting an Oppressor out of the sky. It's just not going to happen. Because of that, I don't really see either of these as offensive vehicles. And that's why we're doing a handling and mobility comparison to see which one of these two cars would make it from point A to point B as fast as possible. Now, it's pretty clear you know which one's already going to win, as just on this comparison already, the Ominous EGT is way ahead of the Insurgent Pickup Custom, but that does make sense. As we went over earlier when it came to the top speed comparison, the Ominous EGT has much better acceleration down to the fact that it is an electric vehicle. And even though it doesn't boast an incredible top speed, the fact that you can keep a constant top speed with this vehicle when braking and accelerating, I would say makes it fairly decent overall. Its handling isn't necessarily good or bad, but it is way better than the handling on the Insurgent Pickup Custom. Obviously, the Insurgent is a much heavier vehicle. So overall, The Obey Ominous EGT is faster, it has better handling, and I would personally still say that you can survive more missiles in the Ominous down to the fact that you can't home on it. An Oppressor can easily hit all 20 missiles on a Insurgent and then just despawn the vehicle through the MOC, instantly spawn it back, and start nuking it again with missiles. Yeah, you can very quickly die to that. Compared to the Ominous EGT, you just don't have the problem of missile lock-on. If there's a plane chasing you or anything that has homing missiles, you're fine in the Ominous. You're not fine in the Insurgent. If there's a Savage chasing you, oh boy, or an F1 Hunter, you're gonna have a bit of pain. But there you go. Just finished the handling course with the Ominous, and we are still going with the Insurgent. You can see it is quite a bit longer. Now, I was actually surprised how quick the Insurgent finished. I thought he was gonna be a lot longer, but still, this is a good 20 seconds later to actually complete it. So yeah, not the best. I do want to point out that there are still two major advantages the Insurgent Pickup Custom has over the Ominous EGT. The first is the proximity mines. The Ominous EGT only gets slick mines, which will definitely slow down somebody trying to chase you, but the Insurgent gets proximity mines. So if there is anybody on ground trying to chase you in a car, yeah, the proximity mines are going to absolutely ruin their day. It's going to be pretty painful to chase an Insurgent on ground. But as I said, with the day and age of flying vehicles, I really don't see this as much of a threat anymore. The big advantage as well is that you can smash into cars on the road. Roadblock from the police, no problem, straight through it. That is something you can't really do with the EGT. You're going to be slowed down big time if you do have cops on you. All in all, in the grand scheme of things, I think both of these vehicles are absolutely fantastic, and you wouldn't go really wrong with either of them. I just personally see the fact that not only can the Ominous EGT survive 11 homing missiles before the 12th blows it up, but as well, you have an anti-homing lock-on, which means that it's gonna take a lot more than 12 missiles to actually hit the vehicle while it's driving at top speed, and not to mention it is way faster and has way better handling than the Insurgent Pickup Custom as well. Now don't get me wrong, as I said, I still think the Insurgent Pickup Custom is an old but gold vehicle. It is still pretty fast, it's great at off-roading, something the Ominous EGT is not, and it can survive 26 missiles, which means an entire barrage from an Oppressor Mark II, an Oppressor, or Deluxo is not going to be enough to take it out. But the fact that you can home on it, just to me, makes it a bit worse of a vehicle, especially because of the disadvantages while being slower, taking a bit longer to actually make it from point A to point B. And finally, as we talked about before, when it comes to price tag, the Insurgent Pickup Custom cost about $2.2 million to get fully upgraded with your MOC, and it cost about $2.4 million to fully upgrade your Obey Ominous EGT. As always, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I thought I'd bring something new to the table, and if you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. But as always, if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more like it, please do consider smashing that subscribe button down below. Click that like button as it helps out the channel a crazy amount. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.